Back here at La Jolla ISD on a Thursday night, the Huskies of Juarez-Lincoln back on the field. They'll kick the football off to the Economedes Jaguars. Joe Bowling with you here on ValleyCentral.com. 14-7 to score. The Jaguars lead the Huskies. Jaguars drew first blood in this one. All the scoring in the second quarter of play. Alfonso Barreto with an 8-yard run. 7-0 to score after the PAT was good. Then to the air, Juarez-Lincoln attacked. Pass play from Eduardo Garcia to Brandon Ramirez, 39 yards later. Get to the rest of it here in a moment. Kickoff, and away we go. Third quarter. Economedes on the return, and look out. Down the left side, midfield and more. 40-yard line inside Husky territory. Jaguars in great field position to start the second half. Reminiscent of their first possession of the first half, in which a punt return set them up inside the 40-yard line. The Jaguars get a kickoff return this time. They'll mark him down at the 35, 1st and 10 Jags. 14-10, or check that, 14-7 the score. Huskies. The defense did a tremendous job in fending off several drives that started in their territory. Can they do so again? Running play, Jaguars, and that's a good one. Across the 30 in a hurry down to the 27-yard line for Economedes, and it brings up a second and short. Call it 2 yards to go from the 27-yard line of the Huskies. Jaguars' final touchdown of the first half. Tony Izaguirre on a 10-yard carry. Here's a running play, left-hand side. He'll spin through a tackle. Another couple of tacklers come in, but another first down for the Jaguars. They'll mark it down on a carry by Ramsey Ramirez down inside of the 23-yard line. Check that, the 24s without mark it down. 1st and 10 Jaguars, opening drive of the second half, leading 14-7, wanting more. Huskies of Juarez-Lincoln going to have to slam the door shut here on this drive. Quick snap, running play, left tackle, inside the 20, down to the 18. 14-7 to score, 11:01 to go in the third quarter. Jaguars led 7-0. Game was tied at 7 apiece. They led 14-7, currently lead 14-7, and are looking for more. 2nd and 5 coming up, and we've got an official timeout on the field. As one of the Jaguar offensive linemen came up limping. They blew the time dead long enough for him to get off the field and crank it back up. 10:36 and counting. Third quarter action. 2nd and 5 for the Jaguars, and penalty flags all over the place. Motion call against the Economedes. Still 2nd down. Now call it 2nd and 10. For Edinburgh Economedes. Up to the line. Here come the Jaguars. Quick snap, running play left side. That's going to get stopped short at the 20-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards coming up to go. Football marked down at the 20 of the Huskies of Juarez-Lincoln. On 3rd down, Jaguars up to the line in a hurry. Quick snap, handoff, running play right side down to the 15-yard line. That's going to be short of a first down by about a yard. So it's going to come up with 4th down and 1 to go for the Economedes Jaguars. Clock running with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third. 14-7 to score. Economedes going for it on 4th down. Up to the line. Quarterback hands it off. Running play. That's going to should be enough for a first down easy. Once they crossed the 15, they didn't even have to get to the 14 for a first down. 9:16 to go as they stop the clock long enough to move the chains. This is the opening drive of the third quarter. Live streaming audio and video coming your way here on valleycentral.com on a Thursday night, La Jolla, Texas. On first down, Economides Jaguars with the lead and the ball. Handoff, running play, left side, and that's going to be Ramsey Ramirez taking it down inside the 10. After a gain of 4 on the play, make it second down, just over 5 yards to go. 8:35 and counting here in the third. Alvarez up to the line, takes a snap, hands the ball off. Again, it's Ramirez. He's hit after he gains a couple more. Nothing fancy about what's going on here. Economides Jaguars just lining up, running the ball right downhill, trying to cruise into the end zone. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Jaguars. Perfect way to start the half for the Jaguars. Take some time off the clock, move the ball downfield, running play, and that should be enough for another first down. They'll mark it down inside the 5. Put the nose of the football on the 4-yard line and then stop the clock as they bring in the chains for a measurement. Thus far, that's the only thing that's stopped the Economides Jaguars on this particular drive, the first of the third quarter. Fish are going to bring the chains out. 14-7 the score. Economides on top. Edinburgh Economides in town to take on the Juarez Lincoln Huskies here. In a battle of a couple of 35A district foes. Stretch those chains. Little short for the Jaguars. Another 4th down coming up. They've converted on 1 4th down on this drive already. They'll need less than a yard to go here. Once they move the chains back to the sidelines, they'll crank up the clock, game and play clock at the same time, and away we go. Up to the line quickly. Here come the Jaguars. Quick snap, quarterback keeper. He drives forward. He got a first down. Got a good surge, got a good push from behind as well, and took it forward. Inside the 4 to about the 3-yard line. 1st and goal coming up, Jaguars. Clock stops at 7:38. Now they crank it up. So the Edinburgh Economides Jaguars trying to take half of the third quarter off the clock on their first drive. 14-7 they lead, looking for more. Alvarez hands it off. Running play right side, cutting it upfield. Stops short of the 1. And 2nd and goal coming up. We'll go under 7 minutes left in the third quarter on this next drive, or next snap. 14-7 the score. Huskies trying to make a stand here. Alvarez hands the ball off right side into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ramsey Ramirez on the carry. 6:47 to go in the third quarter. Edinburgh Economides now goes up 20-7. Extra point coming up for the Jaguars. They've been perfect in this category on the night. Snapback's a good one. Kick is away and penalty flag on the play. Kick is no good. Now we'll see what the penalty's all about. Jaguar kicker stays on the field. He believes it's against the Huskies. Officials discussing things right now. 20-7 the score. Jaguars looking for the extra point.
No,
And now here comes the call from the official on the call. Personal foul against the Huskies. So they'll move the ball in. The Jaguars will keep the kicking team in the game to go for the conventional extra point. Snapback's a good one. The kick is away. This time it hits the upright and it comes off. No good. Bangs off the right upright. No good on the extra point. Jaguars, though, with an impressive first drive of the second half. Tack on 6 more. They lead 20-7. This is high school football from La Jolla, Texas on a Thursday on valleycentral.com. Here on a Thursday night at La Jolla, the Huskies of Juarez-Lincoln now going to have to climb out of a deeper hole as they trail 20-7. They'll be receiving the kickoff. It's a short kick. Huskies returnable out across the 30-yard line. Sideline to the 35 and out about the 38, 39-yard line. Edward Garcia on the return. And with 6:40 to go in the third quarter, the Huskies get their offense on the field for the first time here in the second half. Most of their offense came on one drive, which resulted in points. And a lot of that was in the air. 2 big pass plays. Uncharacteristic for this Husky team to move the ball through the air. Down 20-7. Shotgun formation. 4 receivers set on 1st and 10 from their 39. Man in motion left to right. Snaps a low one. They'll look to throw. Go for the deep ball down the left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Diaz was down there. Ricardo Rodriguez was covering him, but Diaz had the step. Couldn't reel it in. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 Huskies. Penalty flag as well, and it's going to be an offside call against the Huskies. Economidis going to take that penalty as well. That's bigger than offsides. This is a big one. It's a personal foul. Back inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Still first down for the Huskies. Got to take it out near the midfield stripe to get a first down. From their own 24. On a first down play. Snap back, a good one. They look to throw. Here comes the rush. They get away from that. Now going to run with it. Little room, but then upended at the 29-yard line. Garcia on the carry. Looked like he had some room, and then he was upended and dropped immediately. From the 29-yard line, the Huskies will be facing 2nd down. Score clock operator has it 3rd. Chain gang has it 2nd down. And the public announce addresser sides with the chain gang, calls it 2nd down. We will too. 5:48 and counting here in the 3rd. 20-7 the lead. Jaguars with it. Huskies with the football. Pass play again. Garcia rolls out, throws a pass, got his man. Caught out across the 40. Nice block there in the 45-yard line. Out of bounds goes Miguel Trevino. But now a 3rd down play coming up, and this is a much more opportunistic time for the Huskies to get a first down than what they faced when it was back at 1st and 25. 3rd. About 4 to go. Clock stopped after the receiver was run out of bounds. Up to the line, here we go. Garcia, the quarterback, out of a shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the short side of the field on the left. Diaz in the backfield. Quarterback keeps it. They blow the play dead. Offsides, false start against the Huskies. 5-yard penalty. 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. Jaguars took the opening kickoff here in the second half. Marched it right downfield, missed the extra point, but increased their lead. It's 20-7. Huskies with their hands on the football for the first time here in the second half, trying to answer the score. Third, 8 yards to go. Huskies out of the huddle, up to the line. 2 men in the backfield, joining Garcia, now a single back set. As Diaz stays back with the quarterback, they'll run the read. Pass play right side. That's deflected and picked off. Here come the Jaguars back across the midfield stripe. Penalty flag on the play across the 40-yard line to the 39. The penalty was over there in the vicinity of the intended receiver, but the ball was deflected and picked off. We'll see what the penalty's about. Probably on a block on the return. They're going to call a hold now. Is that a hold prior to the pass? I believe it is. Or is that a hold afterwards? It's a hold after the interception. So Economides will keep the football in their hands. First down, Economides. 5:19 to go in the third quarter. They'll march the penalty back to the 39. That's where the Jaguars will take over. Their hopes to sustain another one of those long drives. Tack on more points if possible. More importantly, remove big chunks of the clock away from the Huskies and their chances of coming back in this ball game. Pass play. Right side, ball deflected, incomplete, and a penalty flag comes in. Intended receiver out there was Doroteo Areola. Pass interference going to be called against the Huskies. The Jaguars tried to catch him with something over the top of the pass play, after using the running game to march it right downfield in the first possession here of the second half. Now with the assistance of a penalty, they've got it back on the Husky side of the midfield stripe. Mark it down to the 46. First down for the Jaguars. New play comes in from the sidelines for Edinburgh Economides. They brought a light crowd here tonight on the road on a Thursday. On first down, they'll run it this time left-hand side. Ramirez ducks his head, takes it down to the 40-yard line. 6 yards gained on that play. And then a penalty comes in after that. 20-7 the score. Jaguars on top of the Huskies. This may be it is a personal foul against the Huskies. 15 more yards coming up. So penalty yardage racking up here in the second half against the Huskies. Second personal foul of the half. Add in a pass interference call. Not aiding the cause of the Huskies here tonight. We thank you for joining us here on ValleyCentral.com. Keep track of what's going on Twitter at JoeKGBT. Same thing, Facebook. Send me a message out there where you're watching this one from. Try to send you a shout back. 4:48 and counting here in this one. Jaguars with a 20-7 lead. They'll run the option. Pitch it right side, a little room. Down the sideline of the 20-yard line, out of bounds there. On a carry by Jesse Gonzalez, and we got a injury on the play. With 4:37 to go here in the third quarter, we'll take a break. This is ValleyCentral.com. After the injury, the player appears to be okay, gets off under his own power for the Huskies. Good news there. And hopefully Carlos Martinez can return to the ball game. Meanwhile, Edinburgh Economides will have a second down and 2 yards to go from the 18-yard line of the Huskies. Already leading 20-7 in this game. Third quarter action, 4:37 remains. Alvarez brings him up to the line. Handoff left-hand side, inside the 10-yard line, and still on his feet, driving the pile forward down near the 6. And the Economides Jaguars will be set up first and goal. They came into this ball game 2-2 in district play. Donna just ahead of them at 3-1. Vela in the standings at 3-2. Ahead of Economides. But the fact they played that extra game. Juarez Lincoln right in the mix at 2-3, but they need to come from behind here. They need to stop this drive first. Jaguars, though, trying to cap it off. Big running play down inside the 5 to around the 1. And that's Jesse Gonzalez, the sophomore. 3:55 remaining. 20-7 the score. Jaguars have already put points on the board here in the second half. And now a golden chance to do a little more damage. Alvarez, quarterback keeper, drives forward, ducks his head, and he is going to be short. No, touchdown Jaguars. Late call by the official. They'll say Alvarez got in. Comes with 3:29 to go in the third quarter. Luis Alvarez into the end zone. Extra point coming up for the Jaguars. Who now lead 26-7, looking for the 2-point conversion here. Pass play, out of play action in the corner. That's going to be tipped away, incomplete. 26-7. Jaguars on top. Kickoff coming up on ValleyCentral.com. Back here on a Thursday night at La Jolla, Texas, where the Huskies of Juarez Lincoln find themselves trailing to the Jaguars of Edinburgh Economides, 26-7. Kickoff coming up by the Jaguars, and that goes out of bounds. So the Huskies will get good field position to start this drive. Huskies' lone score came with 4:13 to go in the second quarter on a 39-yard pass play. At that time, tied the game at 7 apiece, but since then it's been all Edinburgh Economides. 19 consecutive points on the board by the Jaguars. And they lead 26-7. First down play for the Huskies. Pass play, looking, left side, intercepted by the Jaguars. Back in Husky territory and out of bounds, Jesus Guzman on the interception. And the Jaguars will send their offense back on the field. Like I said at the start of this ball game, neither one of these teams has passed the ball a lot coming into this action. Huskies trying to make something happen there on that first down pass play. From the 45, again, Edinburgh Vela is the one that's sitting here with most interest in this game. I'll tell you why after this first snap. Alvarez sends a man in motion, hands the ball off, right side, and more. Across the 40, 35-yard line, down to the 30-yard line of the Huskies. Barrera on the carry. Made that look easy. 3:13 and counting here in the third. Football marked down at the 29-yard line of the Huskies. First down play. Nothing fancy here by the Jaguars. Set it up. Double tight end set. Handoff. Run play right side. First down and more. 25-20. 15 down to the 10. Inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Is Aguirre on the carry. And he's Aguirre on that carry. Rumbles forward. Another first down for the Jaguars, who are trying to capitalize quickly after the interception. First and goal coming up from the 8. They'll run it left side down to about the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Clock running with 2:15 to go in the third. Economides Jaguars on top 26-7. From the 5, it's second and goal. Luis Alvarez under center. Sends a man in motion again. Want to pass. Looking. Hit as he throws. Ball tipped incomplete. Two guys back there defending at the goal line for the Huskies. And that'll bring up third and goal. Economides had great success running the football here tonight, especially here in this second half. But they've also capitalized on the field position game, in which it's been all in their favor. The exception of one drive for the Huskies. Running play, sweep play right side. That's going to be down about the 3-yard line. And fourth down coming up. 26-7 the score. Jaguars on top. Husky defenders getting up slowly. They've been on this field a lot here in the second half, and it shows. Third and goal from the 2. Jaguars. Offense kind of standing around in the huddle. They may let this clock run all the way down to zeros and call timeout. Game clock down to 1:10. Play clock at 7. They're still in the huddle. And now they'll burn a timeout. First time out of the second half of the Jaguars. They lead 26-7. We'll be back play after this on ValleyCentral.com. Minute 6 left here in the third quarter after the timeout. Here come the Jaguars sprinting onto the field. Offense on 4th and goal coming up. They'll run the ball left-hand side. Touchdown, Jags. Helmet comes off the ball carrier, but he's in the end zone nonetheless. And with a minute 1 to left here in the third quarter, Jaguars tack on 6 more. They literally raced from the sideline to the huddle into the end zone. Alfonso Barrera on the carry. It's his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars lead 32-7. They'll go for a 2-point conversion. Alvarez takes this snap, running play left side, and that's going to be close, but he doesn't make it. So no good on the extra point. But the Jaguars increase the lead, and with a minute 1 left in the third, they're now up 32-7 over the Huskies. Kickoff after this on ValleyCentral.com. Kickoff underway. Juarez Lincoln with the football. Bring it out on the return of the kick, and that won't get to the 20. The 17-yard line. Vela had hoped Juarez Lincoln could win this ball game. Economides has the advantage with a victory over Vela. And so, like I said before the broadcast, Vela in the standings ahead of Economides coming in, but that was just for the fact they played that extra game. They're 3-2 coming in. Economides 2-2. This will keep Economides in the mix of the 4 playoff spots. Edinburgh North, Sherryland, and Donna up there atop the rankings. Here's a running play by the Huskies out across the 20-yard line to about the 22. Garcia on the carry. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Huskies. Under a minute left here in the third quarter. Before the snap. Now they send the play in from the sideline. Game clock at 18, play clock at 16. They'll have to get a snap off here. For the Huskies, play clock down to 9. Snap back, passing play. Left side dropped. That'll stop the clock with 4.5 seconds to go here in the third. Intended receiver was Brandon Ramirez. 3rd and 5, a long 5, call it 6, for the Huskies coming up. From the 22-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Huskies. Garcia, the quarterback, drops straight back, has a ton of time. Hesitates, now he runs it upfield. And he's going to be close to first down yardage. Looks like he got it. And that play brings us to the end of the fourth quarter. In the third quarter, 3 scores by Edinburgh Economides take a 14-7 game up to 32-7. Fourth quarter after this on ValleyCentral.com. Huskies of Juarez Lincoln with the football to start the fourth quarter. They do get a first down on that run by quarterback Edward Garcia. So first and 10 from the 30-yard line, down 32-7 against the Economedes Jaguars. Here comes the blitz. They'll run the ball to the right side, trying to get to the outside, turning it upfield, gaining about 4 on the play. Ball carrier, Victor Bocanegra. That'll be good enough for about a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 coming up. We're in the 4th quarter here at La Jolla, where the Huskies at one time were tied at 7 apiece with the Edinburgh Economedes Jaguars, with about 4:13 left in the first half. And since then, it's been all Jags. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Huskies. Shotgun formation for Garcia. They bunch 3 receivers on the right side. They roll him out left side. Here comes the rush, and he's hit and taken down. Big loss on the play, all the way back to the 25-yard line. Untouched on that left side for the defense. They were able to track down Garcia from behind and drop him for the sack. And it brings up 3rd and 14 yards to go for the Huskies. The band's performed here at halftime, reminding you they'll be also participating in the Pigskin Jubilee on Saturday. We'll be streaming that for you on valleycentral.com. 3rd and 14 for the Huskies. Pass play. Garcia looks deep downfield, and he's got him, and it's intercepted and dropped. He had Brandon Ramirez downfield, and then stepping in front was Ricardo Rodriguez, the senior defensive back. Dropped the interception. Punting time for the Huskies. It's 4th down. On that Pigskin Jubilee, Saturday, 2 venues. Both will be streaming on valleycentral.com. One right here at La Jolla. The other San Benito. 4th down play for the Huskies. Punt is away. They'll let it roll and then field it on a hop. Giving up some ground. Economedes trying to return it and nothing doing. Huskies there. They'll throw the return man down. Loss on the return. Economedes takes over with 10:05 here in the 4th quarter. 32-7 they lead. Economedes, they scored 3 times in that 3rd quarter to take a close game and move it to a comfortable 32-7 lead. Their offense out on the field. The running game has been working here, especially in the second half. On 1st down, Alvarez takes a snap, hands it off. They'll blow that play dead with a penalty. That'll be against the Jaguars, a 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down. Line of scrimmage, now the 26-yard line for the Jaguars. Thanks again to La Jolla ISD, providing with the camera work and a spot in the press box, which is always important when you're talking about potential rain. Good spot to view this one. 1st and 15. Blow it dead again. Another penalty. This will be another procedure call against the Jaguars. Back-to-back plays in which they'll go backwards before they can snap the football. Still 1st down. Now from their 21. Tomorrow night, I'll be with you from Westlaco, Texas. Westlaco East taking on Westlaco. That'll be a packed house. Last year, it was sold out. 1st down and 20 for the Jaguars. Mission 1, they get the snap off. Quarterback wants to throw. Alvarez heaves it right side. It's going to be incomplete. And here comes a penalty flag on the play. 9:41 to go here in the 4th. Receiver downfield, defender with him step for step. And so that's 3 plays, 3 penalties on this drive. And Economides is going to get the better part of this one. They'll mark this ball down at the 36. It went from 1st and 20 to now 1st and 10. They called interference on the defender. Not sure what that call was about. They were both going for the ball right down the sideline. Running play for the Jaguars. This has got some room. First down and more as they take it out across the 45 to the 47. That'll be a first down for the Jaguars. And this defense for the Huskies continues to have to defend here in the second half. They've been on the field a bunch. 9:23 and counting as the Jaguars break out of the huddle with 12 on the play clock. First down play. And more movement on the line. Another penalty coming up against the Jaguars. That's the 3rd procedure call against Edinburgh Economides, and that will drive a coach nuts. So that's 4 penalties on this drive for the Jaguars. Still first down. Call it 1st and 15 from the 42. Alvarez hands it off. Running play. Driving back, getting the penalty yardage back, and a couple more. Second down. Call it 10. They'll give him a 5-yard gain. 8:31 and counting here in the ball game. Interviews and highlights from this one coming up on Action 4 during 10 o'clock's newscast. I'll make my way out of the press box down on the field. Jaguars moving on here, leading comfortably 32-7. Second down and 9. Man in motion left to right. Alvarez takes a snap, hands it off. Running play left side and room. First down, upended at the Husky 43-yard line. Ivan Luna on the carry for Economides. But that'll be a new set of downs for the Jaguars. From the 42. Jaguars out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. 7:46 left here in the 4th. They'll run a play to the right side. Bounce it outside. Cut it upfield. Huskies there to shut that down after a short gain. Michael Trevino on the carry that time, the junior tailback for Economides. Second down play coming up. 7:18 to go. 32-7 is your score. Jaguars on second down. Run a motion man, and now they'll run the play off the inside gap. That'll gain a couple. Huskies think they may have got the ball, but no indication by the official just yet who's got it. Now they'll call it third down. Jaguars pretty much put this one away in the second quarter. After the game was tied at 7 apiece, they put together a quick drive, cap it off with a 10-yard run by Tony Izagiri, took a 14-7 lead into the halftime locker room, and since then, any points on the board have been courtesy of the visitors. 32-7 the score. 6:18 to go here in the ballgame. Third down play. Running play for the Jaguars, and that should be enough for a first down. New quarterback in the game, David Garcia for the Jaguars. Luna again on the carry. And it will be a first down for the Jaguars. Jaguars won the critical game against Vela earlier this year, and now knocking off the team that was right behind him in the standings, Juarez Lincoln, on the road. They start the play clock. And now they'll run it left-hand side. Big hit delivered, but not before another 4 or 5 yard gain. Ball carrier this time, Daniel Guetta, but he felt that stick on the tackle. Coming in to deliver the hit was Jesus Garcia, the senior defensive back. Laid the whammy on the ball carrier on that one. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Jaguars. This drive now proceeding along to the 26-yard line of the Huskies. Quick snap, quick run, left play. And they'll stay in bounds, take it inside the 25, short of first down yardage. This time the ball carrier is Jacob Garza. Third down coming up for the Jaguars. And they just keep platooning players off the sideline in to keep fresh bodies in there in the backfield running the football. Third, call it 2 to go for the Jaguars of Economides, leading 32-7. David Garcia. Before the snap, whistle, timeout called by the Jaguars. Their drive was proceeding along. 4:49 left in this ballgame. They lead 32-7. This is ValleyCentral.com. Third down play coming up, and before the snap, the Economides Jaguars had taken a timeout, and now they're going to have an illegal motion, and that's the fourth or the fifth of this drive. Illegal motion against the Jaguars. Marching back 5 more. Hasn't really affected them. They've methodically moved the ball downfield nonetheless. Assisted by one interference call on a pass. Now it's 3rd and 7. Huskies trying to draw them off sides. They'll run the option. Pitch it right side. Cut it upfield and down inside the 25-yard line to about the 23 will be Garza. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 32-7 is your score. Economides trying to get the job done here on the road. They're in. I talked about it during the pregame show on our live shot on Action 4 that Juarez Lincoln controlled their own destiny by winning out. Economides in the same boat. Running play, Jaguars, and that'll be a first down. Daniel Guetta on the carry. And they'll mark him down at the 19. Stop the clock long enough to move the yard markers downfield. Sticks are set at the 19. First down for the Jaguars. Ball control here in the second half by the Jaguars. More motion. Another penalty coming up against Edinburgh Economides. And if you got to run line drills because of penalties, the Jaguars are racking up the numbers right now. Several coaches over the years I've worked with do just that. Line them up and run off the penalty yards. If that's the case for the Jaguars, they're going to be some tired fellas on a practice coming soon. This time they'll get the snap off. They'll run the ball left-hand side back down inside the 20-yard line. That'll bring up second down and 9. Just inside the yard marker. Second down play coming up. 3:05 to go. Running play this time, right-hand side. They get the corner. Penalty flags raining all over the field on this one. This one's coming back. That'll stop the clock with 2:55 left. 32-7 the score. The Jaguars of Economides on top. See if I can recap the scoring in the span of a penalty. 10:56 to go, second quarter. Alfonso Burrata takes it in for 8 yards out. For the Jaguars, they lead 7-0. Juarez Lincoln right back at you. 39-yard pass play. Edward Garcia to Brandon Ramirez. Tie score at 7 apiece. 1:12 to go. Still in the second quarter. Tony Izaguirre takes it in for the Jaguars from 10 yards out. 14-7 they lead. Third quarter scoring. Runs by Ramsey Ramirez, Luis Alvarez, and Alfonso Barrera. All for the Jaguars. Extra points missed on each occasion. They lead 32-7, and now another penalty. They'll run it, though. They hold the penalty flags on this one. And they'll take the football down inside the 20-yard line, and the Huskies say they took it away. Officials haven't indicated that just yet. It is Husky football. They stood up the ball carrier and took it out of his hands, and they got it back. 2:29 left in the ball game. Huskies with the football. And this defense finally gets off of the field. If we were keeping time of possession, it would be heavily favored Economides in this second half. Huskies on the field for a third time just in this second half, period. One of those drives was a one-play pass interception. Running play across the 20 to the 23-yard line. Defense of the Huskies saying one thing: sustain a drive here. I know there's only 2:13 left, but those are the last guys that want to get back on and see any more football action here tonight. 2:06 and counting. 32-7 the score. Huskies came in here hoping they could move the ball against Economides and take away one drive. They were shut down, mostly because of ball control in the second half, though, because of Economides literally took any come-from-behind chances away by having the offense on the field, sustain drives, accepting 4 and 5, 6-yard gains inside the lines, keeping the clock moving, holding on to the football and capping it off with runs into the end zone. Third down coming up for the Huskies. Edward Garcia brings him out of the huddle. He'll go under center. 3rd and 2 coming up. He'll pitch it out left-hand side. That's enough for a first down on a carry by Miguel Trevino. Under a minute left here in this one. Reminding you, tomorrow night on valleycentral.com, we got 8 games coming your way with live streaming audio. Video will follow about an hour after the games conclude. Then on Saturday from Brownsville, the Harlingen Cardinals in action, taking on Brownsville Veterans Memorial. That'll be an 11 o'clock kickoff from Sam Stadium. Huskies with a football, another first down run. This time Trevino takes it outside, got some room. 40-yard line and more. Sideline, there goes Trevino. Miguel Trevino going to take it 68 yards for the touchdown. 30 seconds left, and Miguel Trevino said, I'm not quitting until the buzzer sounds. 68 yards later, he's in the end zone. Trevino takes it to the outside, and once he got to the corner, he really turned on the Jets. Nobody going to catch him on this one. 68 yards, that's a touchdown. Extra point coming up for the Huskies of Juarez-Lincoln. Kick is away, and it hits the upright. And it's good, it fell through. Hit the upright and fell through. Makes it a 32-14 ball game. Coming up on Action 4, we'll have highlights of this one. We'll have interviews coming your way as well. .29 seconds left here in this one. Huskies can work on the onside kick here if they so choose. Economides Jaguars already out there on the field to return this kick. But they're fully expecting an onside kick attempt by the Huskies. (32-14) the score. Miguel Trevino, 68-yard run by the Huskies. The Huskies, Jose Escaleno, the kicker, kicks it right off an up man. It's fielded by Economides. They'll down it. And they'll have to snap it but one time and put this one away. Ground control to Edinburgh. Your Jaguars are going to be coming home with a Thursday night victory here from La Jolla. Barrera had a couple of touchdown runs. Izaguirre in the end zone once. Ramsey Ramirez scored. Luis Alvarez took it in. For the Huskies, Miguel Trevino with a highlight, 68-yard touchdown run, and Edward Garcia to Brandon Ramirez on a 39-yard touchdown pass. Victory formation, Economides downs a football, and that, my friends, will put this one in the history books. Final score, Jaguars of Economides, Edinburgh 32, Huskies, Juarez-Lincoln 14. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Joe Bowling, ValleyCentral.com. Got to go do some interviews and get you set for your highlights on Action 4. Again, hope you enjoyed this one. You can watch the archive, and reminding you to stick with us for a very busy weekend in sports across the board, Valley Central and on Action 4. From La Jolla, I'm Joe Bowling. Good night, everybody.